Hey Excellence, thanks for connecting again online. Today we're going to learn all about shapes and lines as we draw one of my favorite animals. Let me see if I can bring him up here. Come on, guy. Kittens. This is my cat Nugget. He will be a special guest star this episode and helping us draw all of his crazy features like pointy ears, a round face, a long body, and a long tail. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So let's go over materials first. You're going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, some crayons, and a black pen or a marker. Today we're going to use our knowledge of shapes. Remember, shapes is the form or outline of an object, person, or thing. While there are many kinds of shapes, there are 8 common shapes that we use most often. On your piece of paper, see if you could draw all 8 shapes without guessing. Get ready, go. Awesome. Now see if the shapes you drew match my 8 shapes. I have a square, circle, triangle, diamond, oval, rectangle, star, and heart. If you're missing a shape, go ahead, press pause on the video and draw it. All right. We're ready to draw. So I flipped my paper over to the back side. There are a few marks on it, and that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and recycle this paper. So let's talk about how to draw a kitten. If you're able to recognize the shape of something, you will have an easier time drawing it. Take a look at this picture of a kitten. Now, there's no shape called kitten shape, but I could see that the kitten is made up of many shapes like circles, triangles, and squares. Take a look at this image and see what shapes you see. You should be seeing some triangles for its ears, a large circle for its eyes, rectangles for its legs, ovals for its feet, and much more. Seeing shapes in nature could really help us understand our subject. The shapes can also act as an aid in drawing the form more accurately by using the shapes as a measuring guide. Now that we've identified the shapes in the kitten, let's try to draw it using those shapes. First, we'll start with a circle for his head. I draw a nice medium-sized circle at the upper part of my paper. Now I want to add triangles for the ears. So I go to the top of the circle, and I'm going to add a triangle here and a triangle here. Don't worry about all the lines overlapping. We're going to have a chance to erase those. Beautiful. So I could already see a kitten coming along. I'm going to go ahead and add in the eyes and the nose. My kitten has oval eyes, so in the middle of my circle, I'm going to do some oval eyes and an upside down triangle for his nose. So I just turn that triangle right upside down, and there we go. We already have a kitten shape coming along. Now the body is a little strange, but it'll come together. For the body, I'm actually going to do a square. And then a triangle for the back right next to the square. So right on this line here, I'm actually going to connect it with a triangle. Make sure you use the picture as a reference. So I have a triangle here. And now for the silly part, his bottom is going to be another square. So right below here, I add another square. Now it's time to add his legs and his paws. Now I could see that I could only really see 1, 2, 3 legs, and the other leg, his 4th one, is kind of tucked in. So I'll do the first leg, and it kind of overlaps into the square. I'm going to draw a rectangle that overlaps into the square. I have my first rectangle, and for his paw, I'll add in a circle for his paw. Now it's time for his other leg. It kind of sticks out from the square here. So I draw a rectangle that sticks out. And a little circle for his paw. And then finally, I have a little tiny 3rd leg in the back. I'm going to put it between the bigger 2 front legs. And a little circle for his paw. And maybe I could add a little half circle because I could see that the little paw is sticking out from the back. Now the last thing I want to draw is his tail that wraps around his bottom. So I'll just do kind of a C shape. like that for his tail and suck that in. All right, we have the shape of our kitten. Now it's time to do some edits. So I don't want my kitten to look like a robot kitten, which is what he looks like now. So I gotta erase some of these lines on the inside. It's okay if I make some mistakes as I erase. I'm really trying to figure out how to make him look like a real kitten. So I'm gonna go in and erase some of the places where the shapes overlap inside of his body. So I'll erase the inside lines like that. Being careful not to erase the leg. I'll erase this line right over here because, you know, his legs are connected to his body. I'll erase this line over here. And I just want to get him to look a little more realistic. His ears are connected to his head, so I could erase that line right up here and this one right here. Great. And now I'm going to round out his shape a little more so he's not so, you know, has so many corners and edges. He'd be a really pokey kitty. So I'm going to round out some of the edges. Right over here at this triangle, I'm going to round that part out. Erase that line. We're really just trying to make him look like a soft, round, fluffy kitty and not so pointy anymore. I rounded that corner out. Let me erase that guy right here. Oh, I forgot to erase the lines on the paws. Oh, he's looking so much better. Love it. Great, now I have a wonderful kitten shape and it's time to add in the details like facial features, fur, designs, and patterns. So this is where you can get creative and decide how you want to make your kitten look. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Can't wait to see what you work on. All right, as you can see, I'm almost done with my kitten. I decided to change some of the lines to give the illusion of fur. Instead of the straight line, I made it a wavy line, and that's giving the impression of fur. Also made that tail nice and curvy and round. Added some rounded lines for the eye shape, some straight lines for his nose, and again, used that triangle to add some details to the ear. Added in a mini triangle shape there. Now I'm going to add in a few more details like some stripes and some color, and our kitten is almost finished. All right, guys, I have finished my kitten. I added in lots of color, a nice yellow background, purple flowers, and some green grass. I can't wait to see what creative steps you took to make yours more visually interesting. We're gonna go ahead and check and see if it's Nugget approved. It seems like he likes it. All right, guys, let's get out of the camera. Come on now. So make sure you take a picture and text it to me. I can't wait to see what steps you've taken to make your piece nice and bright and colorful. And I can't wait to connect soon. All right, see you guys later. Bye-bye.